Hi teacher! May PMES portfolio ka na ba? Welcome sa I Am Learning. Sa video na ito ay tuturuan kita kung paano ko ginawa ang aking PMES portfolio. Well, according nga sa ating DepEd Order number 17, Series of 2025, ay kinakailangan nating mga guro na gumawa ng ating PMES portfolio. Ito ay ang revision ng ating RPMS portfolio na ginagawa natin taon-taon. Sabi sa guidelines na ito ay hindi naman kinakailangan na maging magarbo o maging sobrang paganda ang mga ilalagay natin. Dahil napapaloob lang dito ang mga school-related activities from 4th quarter only. So, ano nga ba ang mga nilagay ko sa ating PMES portfolio? Nakita nyo sa front cover na inilagay ko ang heading, ang aking school, at of course, ang PMES portfolio na label. So, tara, doon na tayo sa mga contents nito. So, lagyan ko lang ng teacher's profile, pero hindi naman kinakailangan kung nailagay ang teacher's profile. Nasa preference mo lang ito. Kung gusto mong lagyan pa ito ng karagdagang information. That portfolio includes area 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we also have 14 objectives. So, for each objective, meron tayong means of verification na napakadali lang ng mga means of verification natin. Okay? So, in objective number 1, our means of verification is our classroom observation tool. So, lahat naman tayo ay mayroong ganyan. The only thing we need to do is to scan it and then insert it here. So, patulad ng ginawa ko, I scanned my CO and then i-insert ko siya dito sa slide na to so that it is attached to the objective 1. So, on the second page, in objective 1, pwede mong ilagay dito yung description ng observer mo kung paano ka nag-demo teaching at that time. We now go to objective 2. So, in objective 2, ano ba yung ating means of verification? Ang sabi dito is any one of the following. Okay, so ibig sabihin nito ay kahit na isa lang i-provide natin, ay may verify na natin na na-achieve natin ang objective 2. As long na meron itong annotation describing the use of research-based knowledge and principles of teaching and learning. So, scan and insert your lesson plan here. So, pwede siya sa lesson plan, activity sheets, assessment materials, and others. And then here, okay, the other pages of your lesson plan. Can also make it like this. Pwede rin ganito, maliliit lang para hindi masyadong maaksaya ng page and copy buttons. And this is one important thing here, the annotation. Make sure you have to write your annotations as brief and coherent as you can, pero dapat very clear ang inyong ilalagay. We now go to objective 3. Okay. Sa objective 3 naman ay CO ang kailangan nating ilagay ulit. So, napakadali lang. Ayan. So, na-screenshot ko siya and then ilagay dyan. Yun. You can just copy-paste it from here to there. Dali lang po. Okay. We go to objective number 4. Okay, ang ating means of verification or MOV is the CO again. So, ilalagay mo dyan yung iyong rating, yung rating sheet mo na 7 lahat. Yan. And then here, pwede yung yung compliments ng observer sa'yo, yung mga na-observe niya. Yan. Put there. And then here, we go to KRE2. KRE2 naman, we have the same means of verification, CO pa rin, which is very easy. Hindi ko na masyadong literate yan. Okay. So, may kita nyo dyan. Just insert your CO. Yan. You don't need to attach a lot of pictures. Hindi na kinakailangan. Nakita naman na yon ni observer. Okay, at saka yung mag-rate sa inyo ay inyong mismong master teacher and yung principal as well. And nakita naman nila yung pinagturo mo. So, no need for that. Okay, means of verification is again CO. Yan, sa objective 6 in KRE2. So, makita nyo dyan na nilagay ko ulit ang aking CO rating. There. Okay, we now go to objective 7. Okay, again, we have to put the CO. Okay, and then, okay, there, I put in the CO, I inserted it. Okay, we now go to KRE3. Ganun lang po kasimple. Okay, objective A. Ito naman ay focus on the teaching strategies. So, put it there. And then, yeah. Okay. Objective 9. Okay. MOVs is still the CO. So, alam ko na alam nyo na sa bawat objective, although pare-pareho na CO ang ating nilalagay or COT, ay iba-iba yung hina-highlight natin. Depende doon sa objective. So, basahin na lang po natin siya. At i-highlight po natin kung ano yung hinihingi ng bawat objective. Para at least pag i-rate na tayo, ay may kita nila na nagpo-coincide, nag-a-align yung objective doon sa MOVs na nilalagay natin. Yan. So, ang MOV naman here in KRE3, objective 10 is any one of the following. So, may kita po dyan yung mga list ng mga pwedeng ilagay na MOV. So, like proof of implementation of learning program, yan, proof of contextualization, localization, and digitization. Pwede nyo dyang ilagay yung mga sa mga dumaan na Science Fest, Mathematics Festival, kung mayroon kayong mga generate na mga materials or kinontextualize na mga stories or mga articles na ginawa, pwede nyo dyang ilagay. Okay, and then proof of adaptation of learning programs. Yan, learning programs na pwedeng na-include nyo. And then, action plan, activity proposal. Ito naman yung mga, I believe, is block. Kung kayo ay na school learning action cell na kayo yung component. Or, yung mga inattendan yung mga meetings or seminars or conferences. You have to put the proof there. And then, pwedeng kapag nakapag-provide ka ng isa dyan is i-check mo na lang siya or kaya i-highlight mo siya na yun ang in-attach mo bilang yung MOV. Okay, next is sa KRE4 naman tayo, community linkages and professional engagement. Okay? So, maintain learning environments. Ayan. So, the means of verification here naman can be the communication letter about a program. So, for example, kapag may general PTA meeting, di ba nagpapadala tayo ng mga sulat sa mga parents? Pwede yun, screenshot nyo yun, or picturean nyo mismo yun kapag may physical copy pa kayo, and then i-attach nyo yan dito. Tapos, na-verify mo na yung objective number 11. Kung ikaw naman ang secretary, pwede naman yung minutes of the meeting or conferences na ginawa niyo sa school, di ba? Of course, may kopya ka doon. How about here, objective 12? Okay, MOVs are like minutes or notes of coaching and mentoring in sessions, in meetings. Okay, so So, yan. Mabasa naman po natin dyan. And you can also put the lesson plan, diba? Teaching materials with annotation, highlighting the objective. Okay? Or reflection notes of teacher on the coaching and mentoring sessions. Okay, in objective 13, yan, ating MOVI. Okay, so any proof of communication about an implemented school policy procedures sent to parents. So, pwede dito yung nag-i-instruct ka sa inyong group chat, tapos screenshot mo yung instruction mo about a school-related policy, school-related activities. Yan, pwede yun. Ilagay mo dyan. Minutes of parent-teacher conferences or stakeholders meeting. Okay, proof of participation or involvement in a school community partnership for the implementation of a school policy. Yan. So, madali lang lahat, diba? Okay, and in here, KRE4, just have to insert the PTA general yan. Or school-related activities that needs to be communicated to parents. Objective 14, adopted practices that uphold the dignity of teaching as expression by exhibiting qualities such as care, attitude, respect, and integrity. Okay, the means of verifications are, okay, so a reflection or journal entry that highlights the practices that uphold the dignity of teaching as a profession. Annotated evidence of practice, including but not limited to the quality. Documented feedback from superiors, colleagues, or other stakeholders. For example, binigyan ka nila ng compliment for doing a great job with this. Pwede mo yung screenshot, diba? Kaya yung mga bati ng pupils mo sa'yo, pwede yun. Yung teacher, thank you po for making me feel involved in all the activities in the school. You are really a good teacher. You know, you see me in the classroom. You are very fair. Pwede mo ilagay mga ganun. Recognition from the school or school community about one's quality. Okay, there you have it, the PMES portfolio. Ang nawala lang dito, I think, is the plus factor na nandoon sa RPMS portfolio. So with that, thank you very much for watching and listening. This is What I'm Learning, and I am Teacher Cel. Bye!